Hey guys, how's it going? It's me Q here again. So today's video, I want to explain to you guys what Batchim is and why it's important in the Korean language. I think I made a video about this like super long ago, but then it's an old video and it seems like a lot of people are still kind of confused about Batchim and why it affects the Korean sentence. So yeah, I'm gonna explain it to you in the most simple way possible. So yeah, let's get going. Alright, so Batchim, all Batchim means is that there is something underneath. Okay, so if I have a word like banana, you see, the na part right here, it has nothing underneath, right? It only has this no and this ah right here. Oops, this no and this ah. It has nothing underneath, so it has no Batchim. But if I see a word like this, cup, it has a Batchim. This b, see, there's something underneath. So all Batchim means is that it has something underneath. Now, why is this important? Well, you know, sometimes you have particles like ul and lul. Let me make this a bit smaller. And like un and nun and e and ka and stuff like that. There's always two versions, but they mean the exact same things. Like for example, sometimes you might write banana nun, but then you'd write cup un. It's like why did banana use this version of the particle, and why did cup get this version of the particle? It means the same thing, but why? Well, the answer is very simple. It's only because it's easier to pronounce that way. You know, kind of like in English, there's a and there's un. You would say un apple, right? Instead of saying a apple. It's because it's just easier to say. Now, how do you know which one to use? Because there's always like, not always, but like a lot of times there's two versions of the particles. It's very simple, guys. So you see the ones with the circle, like it has like a circle on top, right? Un has a circle. All the ones with the circle is the Batchim version. So look at the word cup. If I was to use one of these two, I would use the one with the circle because cup has a Batchim underneath. It has a character underneath. So anytime you see a Batchim, then you use the circle version. Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go over too much what these particles actually mean in this video. I already did that in another video, but yeah, maybe I'll do another video on that. But anyways, let's pretend we have two words here like computer and 책상. 책상 means desk. And you wanted to use one of these particles, the e and ka. The e and ka, they mean the exact same thing, but which version do you use? So let's look at computer. Look at the last character. Does it have a Batchim? No Batchim, right? So you use the regular version, computer ka. Okay, let's look at desk and look at the last character, 상. Does it have a Batchim? Yeah, it has the circle underneath, right? This character right here, that is the Batchim because it's underneath. So you use the Batchim version, which is always going to be the circular version. Yeah, and I want to also point out that it's not just particles that do this. Anytime you see any kind of like grammatical like thingy, and there's two different versions that mean the exact same thing, the one with the more circles, the one with the circles is always going to be the Batchim version. Okay, so let's look at this sentence. And we need a particle here. We need to use one of these particles. Which one would you use? Well, let's take a look at this word. 학교, the last character, 교. Does it have a Batchim? No, right? It has nothing underneath. So you just use the regular version. You would say 학교로 가요. 저는 학교로 가요. I go to school. Okay, how about this one right here? Let's take a look at the last character, one. And does one have a Batchim? Yeah, it does. It has the no, right? The no is on the bottom. So use the one with the circle. The circle has the circle is the Batchim version. Okay, let's look at another example. This one is a slightly bit trickier. So this sentence is like 저는 한국 사람, and I need to use either 이에요 or 예요. It's like I am Korean. This means like am or something. I Korean person am, right? Which one do I use? Okay, let's check the last word, the last character. 람. Does it have a 받침? Yeah, it has a 받침 of this mo right here, right? But wait a minute. These things both have circles. Which one do you use? Well, there's a simple answer to that, my friends. Use the one with more circles, okay? So look at this one. This one has 2 circles. This one has 3 circles. It has even more circles. So always use the more circles if it has 받침. 받침 loves circles. Okay, let me write that down. 받침 loves circles. Oh, I can't talk and spell things at the same time. 받침 loves circles. Okay, so every time you see 받침, more circles. Always choose circles. That is your option. Okay. All right. Okay. What about like the same sentence, but then instead of 한국 사람, I say my name, which is Q, right? So I want to say I am Q, and I need to use one of these. Let's look at the word Q. Does it have a 받침? No, it has nothing underneath, right? So you use 에요. I know this is spelled like 예요, but then when we say it, we say 에요 for some reason. Yeah, and that is today's video, guys. So always remember, first look for the 받침 in the last character. If it has a 받침, you gotta remember, 받침 loves circles. So always use the one with the more circles. That's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something today. And if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. See ya in the next video.